morning. On this particular morning meditation, I wanted to reflect on a painting that's very popular. The painting is called Checkmate. It's a painting where Satan is playing chess against another individual, and Satan seemingly has the perfect move and has yelled, "Checkmate." Well, the story is told of a chess champion studying this picture eons later, many years later. I studied this photo for 6 hours. I studied this masterpiece for 6 hours. It's an old Fox painting. He studied the photo for so long, and then he looked at it and looked at it, just looked over the photo for about 6 to 7 hours. And then he yelled these awesome words. He said that the king has another move. While it looked like in this painting that the enemy had literally yelled checkmate, that had this person backed in the corner, the point of no return, that it was over, that you can wave the white flag, you can call the fat lady to sing. And then those great words came out that the king has another move. And that's my word to you this morning, all across social media land, whether you're catching this on Facebook or you're catching it on YouTube on this morning meditation, is that the king has another move. I mean, my word to you is that sometimes some of us have suffered financial reversals. Some of us coming out of the great economic decline, some 8, 9, 10 years ago, are still recovering. And, there are people that when the economy took an extreme reversal, there are people that may have lost credit, may have lost homes, they may have lost cars, and now they're ready to wave the financial white flag as far as their life is concerned. My word to you on the day is much like he said over this painting, the chess champion said, is that the king has another move. Maybe you're the person that loved your spouse, and either through death or the spouse just walking away. Now you're maybe living in a king-size bed that once had a king in it. My word to you is that the king still has another move. That God has a way of operating in the place of reversal. That God can show up strong in our place of retraction and detraction. The king always has another move. Literally, when your brook has dried up, when one thing that you depended on for so long and then it dries up, that I submit to you, child of God, that the king always has another move, that God has another way to sustain you. They can close the job. They can let you go. They can lay you off. And my prophetic word to you on the day is that the king has another move. Preacher, they may not be speaking to you anyway. They say that you're dead, that you're toast, that you're washed up, that none will use you. They've spoken a bad word over you. They got you on lock. They won't let no one invite you. My word to you is that the king always has another move. I'm telling you right now is to cancel the funeral arrangements. Call the funeral home and tell them that the body's not coming. God, we serve a God that said that he is the resurrection and the life. While people are waiting for your fall, your downturn, your down season, my word to you on the day is that the king has another move. Don't weary in well-doing, because your due season is still coming. That God's in control of the times. That God, the earth is his footstool. That God controls time. That God has the patent on time itself. That God's about to turn the tables. He's about to shift some things. He's going to change some paradigms, because the king always has another move. While you're calling in to submit your resignation speech, while you're about to call in this thing called life, while you're about to call to put in your concession speech in the race that we call for success, my word is to you is that the king always has another move. Stop going to the bridge. Stop living with your nerves rattled about this one thing that didn't work. God's got 1,000,001 other ways for things to work out for you. One day of God's favor can pay you more than a whole lifetime of labor. My word to you on the day is stop going to the bridge. Don't worry about what's drying up. Don't worry about that which once sustained you. We got to trust God. Matter of fact, there's a passage of scripture from Isaiah 43. And it was speaking, it was a prophecy. And God said this, God actually speaking. God says, remember ye not the former things. One of 71 distinct times that God spoke in the book of Isaiah. He said, remember ye not the former things. He said, neither consider the things of old, for behold, I will do a new thing. Now, while God there is no new thing under the sun, but God has the right to deliver us how he wants to deliver us. I mean, the late Bishop J.O. Patterson Sr. had this saying. He said that we're living in times that man has never seen and times that God has seldom seen. So no matter how ISIS may be raging, no matter how it seems like your job, you're shifting, even school teachers dealing with so many things, reversals in the arena of education and everything else. My word to you is still on today is that the King always has another move. God is sovereign. God sits on the circle of the earth. God sits alone on the throne. Look, folks, God's still in control. You got to stop losing your wits, losing your head. Stop walking around in fear. Stop having your hypertension over things that might happen or something that might dry up. If this dries up, God can sustain you there. If this dries up, God can sustain you there. God's always got another place to sustain you, another place to keep you, another place to provide for you, because the King always has another move. That's my morning meditation to you right now while you're at wit's end, as Matthew Henry says. Be glad that you're not at faith's end. We walk by faith and not by sight. No matter how bad those things that may seem, those things that you're seeing and going crazy over, in the bad times and a tough season, a rough place that you're going through, those things came to stay. Didn't come to stay. They came to pass. This too shall pass. Because guess what? We serve a God that if it all dries up, if every brook goes dry, because after a while they all do. Your thing is not to. We put so much faith in resources that we forget the source. My word to you on the day is that no matter what resource of yours that may be threatened on the day, my word to you is remember that God is our source and the King always has another move. Even if it's all how these cell phones used to ring and used to get all the texts and you were the life of the party and everybody else, and all of a sudden you're by yourself, you're feeling depressed, you're feeling alone, no one's calling you, no one else. The King always has another move. God will send new people into your life. That's my scope on today. The King always has another move. God bless you.